Scrapping's looking good today. Managed to pick up all this stuff today, except for that refrigerator. But the appliance or my contractors have been busy the past couple of days. I also picked that up too. You're gonna want to check this out. This is a good load. A wise man once told me, once you know how to make money and work hard, you'll never be poor. Well, this is how I make my money. Alright guys, busy day today. Picking up a bunch of stuff. But the stuff I showed you guys in the intro, that was all picked up from one plumber. He had 2 short water heaters, 3 regular water heaters, some pump thing. That's pretty heavy, and a bunch of bed frames and random stuff, and a furnace that I got to take the electric motor out. And then I went to another guy that had this stuff, and one of his employees was cleaning out the garage or something because he had some other stuff. So I went to that first, and then another one of my plumbing heating companies had even more stuff. So I ended up getting a lot of good stuff, which, you know me with scrapping. When I'm getting the good stuff. So we're gonna unload this. This has a bunch of copper wire in it. Me pulling that out. But he had a bunch of these buckets. And I was talking with him. He's like, "Oh, they're all mixed." So I was like, "Oh, there's a little bit of aluminum." Then I'm like, "Oh, that's brass. That's pretty bendy." Not sticking up to lead. Ooh. Brass. Look at that solid chunk of brass. These are probably steel. Nope, those are lead. These look like stainless steel plates. Oh, they're magnetic, so they're poopies. There's a lot of random stuff in here that I have to go through. Like there's another piece of copper. I don't know what that is. It's not sticking, so it's probably copper. But I gotta go through these buckets. What's that? Steel, brass. There's a lot of heavy stuff in here too, so I'm gonna go through that stuff. I'm actually gonna, oh crap, is that it? Put that down on the ground. Another bucket here. It's hard to say what's in this stuff, so I gotta go through it. But there's a lot of copper. Like, look at all this stuff. All leftover plumbing copper, air conditioning copper. Now, very rarely are you going to be driving around and find this stuff. A lot of these scrap guys are like, "Oh, do you drive around on garbage day?" You're not going to find this stuff. One, it's just not out there, and it's not going to be by the road. I'm saying it's never happened, but it's never happened. Here's another giant piece of air conditioning copper. It was with that unit there. I'll have to throw that out. Of copper. There's a big tube in there and some other stuff. So I'm a little excited. I got some good stuff today. Come on. Got some heavy stuff too. A lot of it is tin. Low grade stuff. I did get an air conditioner, a dehumidifier. These old suspension shocks, those can go with short steel or short iron, as you guys call it. Some more pieces of copper. There was some good copper there. I'm not gonna lie. I can go with steel. think that's a torque converter. That's heavy. And yes, I didn't throw that off as short steel because my yard doesn't like them because they have fluid in them. But another old spring. Some of these, I almost said toilet paper holder, but they're hose reels. Another piece of copper. This is the hardest thing that sucks, is because doing this stuff and I have to sort it and it's all random. Like this piece of steel has a piece of brass on it. Might be worth it. You can go on there. So here's another one of those pieces of suspension. They're not that heavy, but I mean, they're probably 80 pounds. More copper and aluminum. More aluminum here. I know some of you guys say, oh, the places by me don't get rid of this stuff. Well, there's no local place for me. So they're not going to go an hour, 2 hours out of their way. And like I said, even if they were going to do it, a lot of the companies, guys, I pick up for them. I take away all their crummy stuff, their water heaters, the pressure tanks, all the light shit. And you want to know what? A lot of times I go to the job site and pick them up and help their guys out. Like the one company, I helped them out. They were short a man. So I went with one of their guys to change out some water heaters. I got the water heaters, and he gave me a bunch of copper as payment. You know, yeah, I could have told him no, I was busy. But since I made myself available and I helped him out, and you see the HVAC companies, they have no problem with throwing me stuff and giving me the good stuff every now and again. I mean, you'd be surprised what they actually give me. You know, everybody says, oh, they should hold on to it. Why do they just give it to you? Oh, it never happened here. I think that's a solid piece of brass. Look at that. 3/4 inch piece of brass. Yeah, all these buckets got to get gone through. There's aluminum in here. More stainless steel, more lead. Like that's a piece of lead. More brass. I'm going to put these buckets to the side. This is going to be a little bit different video. I'm not really feeling good today. I've had a stomach virus or something the last 2 days. I've not really been feeling good. I'm down again. I don't know if it was something I ate. Me and my wife went to a casino and, for the weekend and everything, and I felt fine. Then the day we came home, I don't know if it was breakfast I ate or something, but my stomach is killing me. And today's election day, so I haven't even got over there yet. It's like 9:30 in the morning. My wife chipped her tooth, which is, you know, it's always something. But my wife ended up chipping her tooth, so she has an appointment to get her tooth filled at 12 o'clock. So she's coming back at 10:30 or so. So I'm just gonna unload this truck, and then we're gonna go vote, and she's gonna go get her tooth fixed. Ooh, piece of candy. But that's pretty much. I'm not going to be working much today. I wanted to get a video out, have something out. But there's some really heavy steel in here. Good stuff. There's a lot of heavy steel. Like, this is an old pipe threader. That actually still even works, man. Old pipe threader. I don't know. It looks like somebody cleaned out their garage and got rid of a bunch of crap. I don't know. Oh, this can't be a real fart because I'm pooping. But look at this pipe wrench. How's that for a pipe wrench? Use that to take off your little pieces of copper. 36-inch pipe wrench. It's a Walworth. Anybody hear of Walworth? It says genuine steel. No date though. That's old. They don't make things like that anymore. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna unload this stuff and I'll show you some of the better stuff as I get it out. I gotta move some of this heavier things out of the way. Fill up this copper one. Filled up that copper can already. All right, guys. So, I wanted to move some of that stuff. But we got even more copper. This is like tubing that comes from the air conditioners that runs from these units into the house, into the inside units, or whatever they're called, head units on these mini splits. Got a little Samsung mini split here. I'm just not feeling this today. Stuff's all stuck. This thing, I was looking at it, I'm like, oh, it's stainless steel. But it bends too easy. You're not going to bend something that thick stainless steel like that. I was like, I bent this corner and I'm like, no way. Then I look and I'm like, I don't know if it's focusing, but that's a solid brass. So I was like, oh, cool. Probably 5 to 6 pounds of brass in that little piece. And more of this copper. This load kind of got thrown in here really weird. Here's a bunch of old piping for like duct work and stuff. Or you could use it for a wood stove. I mean, it still has a use. It's probably just never been used. I mean, but I don't hold on to things. I bail it. Yeah, I should probably take stuff and put it aside and take to an auction or something and get some extra bucks. But just not really sure on that, I guess. Got an alternator. The alternator. This thing doesn't look that bad, guys. We got some good finds today instead of just some appliances. That wheel works. That one might need to be removed. That wheel's bad. That's why I got rid of it. It's got one bad wheel. That's a nice roll dolly. Fairbanks Company. Look at that. More little pieces of brass. Aluminum. 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 Some of that might be stainless, but it's probably aluminum. More stainless aluminum. I gotta scratch it and see. But more goodies. Look at this. Looks like a piece of metal, a piece of steel. It's a piece of lead. So is that lead sheet. Whenever somebody gives me buckets like that, I have to go through it. Because I had a bucket one day, had some chains and crap on it, guys. And I was looking at the chains and I'm like, should I keep some of these because they were thin chains? Figured maybe I'd use it for something. And I went through and I pulled the chains out and it was all brass fittings underneath, all solid red brass fittings. So I was like, oh hell yeah. Brass faucet. That might be stainless. Yeah, it's stainless. Gotta give it the lick test. No, I'm pretty sure it's brass. Might be stainless though, you never know. There's more rings here from it. A lot of times you can look at it and just see. Yeah, it might be brass. You gotta scratch it with a grinder or a sawzall or something. Or a file for you old school guys. What? Throwing it over the $1,500 camera. This thing is some kind of heater. Heater. It looks like it's got a blower motor in it. Little piece of brass right there. I'll be honest with you, the way I'm feeling, I don't know exactly how balls deep I'm gonna get. Not tripping anything. Oh, that's heavy. I guess shook. You guys are gonna get shook up here. Ah! Still with me? Shouldn't have to fix it. Makes you guys feel like you're part of the action. Another dehumidifier. Another little piece of tin. Now I know some of you guys will be like, oh, I just would have went to the scrapyard and went through all that stuff. Well, oops, you can't see me. Well, one take. In all honesty, guys, it's not worth it for me to go just with this little bit of stuff. I have to separate it and load the trailer up. It's got a little piece of copper and some brass on it. Snap that little piece of copper off. I know you guys are like, oh, take that whole thing apart. Yeah, I'm not about that life right now. A couple pieces of aluminum gutter. Some aluminum gutter. Oh, you guys can see me. This old crummy table. Let's throw this over here, guys. So when I'm done loading all this stuff, I can throw it on top. Fireplace grate. Some more little pieces of tin. Some thick copper wire. Looks like a dryer cord or something of that variant. Here's one on blue pressure tanks. It's got a piece of brass on it. I have my saws on it. Let me put it right here. These are old legs for something. Hello! Here comes my neighbor. Keeping all the heavier stuff for steel. There's one of the indoor inside units from Mini Split. It's got copper in them. Copper aluminum fins. This is a roll of aluminum flashing. It's kind of a shame, but huzzah! A couple of heavy flywheels. Master cylinder. Another piece of that copper or brass slash something. Brass slash. I don't know, guys. My brain's shredded. A lot of this stuff could all go as heavy steel, except for these jacks. Anything with a hydraulic jack or anything they don't want to buy is short steel. I think because it has a cylinder in it, guys. Look, another one of those big pipe wrenches. Let me know in the comment section. Would you guys keep these or patent 1925? Would you guys keep these? Would you ever use something like that? You think they have a value? I don't know. Am I an idiot for throwing them in the pile? Should I send them to the auction? An old pipe vise. Dude, that thing still spins. Tire bar. Old heavy jack handle. Some brackets. Yale brackets. They're probably from a press or something. Another piece of history stuff. Now these old jacks, they roll up the Mayholds. Call these Mayholds. I keep one in the truck if I ever got to jack a trailer up or something, but An old lantern. These things aren't brass. More of this. I actually like throwing it over you guys. Flexible piece of aluminum ductwork. Look at this old pipe cutter. I think it's an old cast iron pipe cutter. Sometimes I get weird things. That's definitely freaking old. I don't know, would you guys save something like that? I don't want to see this video to the end. This rigid one, I might keep that one in the truck. Another one. Rigid Tool Company. I can't pronounce that. Someplace in the United States. Looks like Eli, but it's not. I'll keep them too. I'll use them. Some of this more. More heavy stuff. More crummy stuff. Well, it sticks. Remember, if your magnet sticks to it, it's shit. More of these tubes. Part of those faucets, they're not sticking, so there's something. Something worth investigating. I know you guys are going to say, oh, I'd keep that bar. Over the years, I've had 150,000 of them. These old bolt cutters. They're spent. But pretty cool. Looks like I'm down to the nitty gritty stuff. More aluminum. Metal end table. I'll keep that for my steel pile. I don't know what the hell this thing is. Oh no, guys. You guys are taking more hits than a linebacker today. And I'm just going to keep going. I really don't even care. I like showing you guys how hard this actually is. You know, I'm pretty sure that everybody watching my channel, you've unloaded stuff out of the back of your truck. So you're just on my trailer and I'm throwing everything past you guys. Oh, that's a piece of aluminum. Oh. Take that other one out. I'm going to tell you, if I was feeling better, guys, this would probably have already been done. But I'm not gonna lie to you guys, I really don't feel good. And I put all this other stuff on here this morning, super early, before I got my daughter to school. I had some things in the truck, like that refrigerator and a couple things I put on here, and then went and picked up those water heaters and then put them on, and I was really not feeling good. And haven't eaten anything since yesterday morning. Just don't feel good. And I'm gonna unload this, and I just have one furnace to pick up. The guy messaged me, have it out by noon, so I figured after I vote, I'll come back, grab that furnace, and end the day. I'm just not feeling good, man. But even when I'm not feeling good, I'm still out here plugging away. You know, it has to be pretty sick not to be out here. Sometimes this summer I had kidney stones really bad, guys. And there was a couple days I was down. I just started off with a little spurt and pick stuff up and then come back. You know? I think there was only one day I had kidney stones real bad and my helper Xander came clean air conditioners. And he worked about 3 hours by himself and I started feeling a little bit better, so I came out and loaded all the carcasses, all the tin and stuff from the air conditioners, and loaded the trailer and was picking stuff up. I ended up working half the day, but I needed that time to relax, you know. I'm pretty sure these are brass. We're going to check these. Let's see what really we got. Anything good today. Alright. I'll flip this around to show you. Yeah, guys, so that's what I was doing. I was just winging it onto the trailer. Yeah, I could have stacked it better. I'm going to move probably this piece and that one and probably turn them flat. That's a bucket of stuff to go through when I get a chance. I got to get this blower motor out of here. But, well, let me fold this up. So, yeah, guys, that was our short steel, some of our buckets, and filled that garbage can up really good. I'm surprised. Oh, I don't want to fall. Oh, I'm falling. And this was our good stuff. You know, guys. A couple of air conditioners and things. It all adds up. Got my short steel pile back here. So this is basically it. Go pick the stuff up, I sort through it, I make different piles, and then rinse and repeat. It's basically all this is. Got quite a bit of stuff in this can. Am I hurting, guys? Definitely hurting. Not been easy today. Managed to get some pretty cool things, I'm not gonna lie. Problem is not keep everything. A lot of scrap, guys. You guys turn into hoarders. You won't let nothing go. I'm all about getting it and getting a big enough pile and getting rid of it. I have no time for hoarding useless junk. If I'm hoarding it, I'm waiting for the price to go up. There's a lot of guys that just take things to have it. So many years I've been doing this stuff, guys, and I can't tell you how many times I've gotten calls from family members that their uncle, their brother, their dad, their grandfather died and had tons of crap. He held on to everything. Oh, it has a value. Oh, I'm going to keep that. I'm going to do that. I'm going to restore that. Oh, that's worth money. And then what happens? They leave it outside in a pile, in a barn, in a garage. It gets ruined, becomes shit. They die. And then everybody just wants it cleaned up. You know, some of them old timers, I understand they didn't want to throw anything out because it was hard to get things. And if you had stuff, you know, you could always fix and adapt things. But too many times have I seen loved ones get left with, for example, like my mother-in-law's house. It was just all trash. It was all stuff she couldn't let go because she had memories, or it meant something to her, or it was something she had from a family member. You get too attached to things, it's not good. You know, especially when you have a family member die. You have a family member die, and this was Grandpa's tools. They don't want to get rid of them. I mean, I can understand that. But I'm just looking for the cash. I'm all about the quick cash, guys. Couple more tire bars. Of course, I missed. We'll flip you over here so you can see what I'm doing here. So yeah, guys. That's gonna be my video of me unloading my truck. Yeah, it didn't look like a lot. And it really wasn't. But it was a pretty good haul. I'm not gonna lie, there was good stuff in there. You know? Not too much crap, you know? Alright, guys. Like I said, I wish I felt better. You know, hard work doesn't kill you. You know, dirty hands, clean money. Even though I'm wearing gloves. But, yeah, guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe. And I know a lot of people say that this is hard work, and it is. Oh, it's not worth it the way you work. But you want to know what? If I didn't want to work today, I didn't have to. And that's what a lot of people don't understand. You know, if you had a job today, and you didn't have any sick days, or if you, well, most places don't have sick days, PTO days, vacation days. If you work a normal job and you call them, yeah, I don't feel good today. They're like, oh, you come in, you're fired. You know, yeah, that's not every job, and I know most of you guys don't have crummy jobs like that. But it is what it is. You know, I wanted to pick this stuff up because, like I said, I was gone for Saturday, Sunday, Monday. So I wanted to get this stuff up and not let it sit for another day. But I was only hoping to work a half a day anyway today. Just wish I felt better. But alright guys, remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and enjoy the hustle, I guess. Respect it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.